Hello everyone, my name's Lee. This is a JJ Movie TV Social Game Reviews. Right now I'm going to give you all my top 7 X-Men films. Now this is from the worst to best, and this is my own personal opinion. I'll respect your opinion, just try to respect mine, and leave a comment below if you like this video or not. So yeah, let's start it off everybody. Number 7 is known as X-Men Origins Wolverine. No doubt by far the worst X-Men film of all time. What can I say? They take the beautiful character Wolverine, Hugh Jackman Wolverine, who still has a good portrayal in this movie. He does a great job as Wolverine. It's just it's a typical action film. This has no story whatsoever. This has nothing to do with Wolverine's story. But it did with Sabretooth. I like the guy to play Sabretooth. I did, but no. Then they mix up the whole Weapon X project. William Stryker. How Wolverine got his memory loss, and what they did to Deadpool. What can I say about this film? It's so horrible. This is one of the worst superhero films I've ever seen in my dang life. And it's a damn shame because Hugh Jackman Wolverine is amazing. And this really disappointed me. I only like the credit scenes. The credit scenes when he's going through the war and how he's transformed throughout the time. Yeah, I like that. But other than that, I give this film a 4 out of 10. Like a 3 out of 10. This is horrible. Never will ever watch this film again. So yeah, and the picture's amazing, but the picture was amazing. They had a good casting, but no story and a screwed up thing, and it's completely horrible. X-Men Origins Wolverine, one of the worst superhero films of all time, is number 7 on the list. Get rid of that. Number 6 on the list is X-Men The Last Stand. Now, here's the thing. Bryan Singer didn't return for the X-Men trilogy, and I really wish he would have directed it, because then the X-Men trilogy would have been actually fantastic, one of the best trilogies of all time. But X-Men Last Stand took a lot of stuff. One, the introduction of stupid characters, well, not stupid characters, but they didn't utilize them good. Angel, they didn't do a good job with Angel. Rogue, I don't like what they did with Rogue characters at all. They got rid of Mystique very early on. We got Juggernaut, Pyro, Magneto. Yes, there are some cool scenes. I like Jean Grey as a Phoenix. I like the actors that portrayed Jean Grey and how they got to that. But I don't like what they killed off Cyclops. I like how they killed actually Charles Xavier. I thought that was a pretty cool way, but they made it such like a Wolverine film. I like the introduction of Beast and all that stuff. Storm did it. They never, in all the X-Men films, ever give Storm great powers. Yes, to me the best thing about this film was Jean Grey's Phoenix and Beast. I'm not a big fan of the Cure storyline. I love the trailer for this, but it wasn't the greatest X-Men movie of all time. Now here's the thing. I used to hate this film. I really did hate this film. But it has grown on me. I realized, okay, I over-exaggerated. There are some flaws to it, but for what the story's told, I give this a 7 out of 10. It's a bad to okay film. It's bad for me in some cases because I still go back to it and I'm like, oh god, no, this is not a good film. This is not a good film at all. So I'm just like, yeah. But what can I say? What can I do? It's other than X-Men: The Last Stand, and that's number 6 on the list. Number 5 on the list is other than X-Men, the movie. Now, Bryan Singer started this all for all the X-Men. What great cast and choices, by the way. I love whole Cyclops and Wolverine's little banter with each other. It's basically they're just making fun of each other, and I like the introduction of Rogue and Wolverine's relationship in this one. I like the guy that plays Sabretooth. I like Magneto. We get into a little aspect of his origin, and I really like this entire movie. It was a solid film. There's nothing much I could really say about it. It wasn't like the greatest thing, but it helped the superhero genre get off to a great start, and it helped revise the superhero genre. So yeah, out of a 10, I'm going to give this film an 8 out of 10. Number 5, people. Now we're going to the good ones, literally the best ones. Number 4 is number X-Men: The First Class. Now I know what y'all thinking. How come this film ain't higher? Well, here's the thing. Michael Fassbender's Magneto and James McAvoy, Charles Xavier are the best part about this film. And you think, because it's basically about, you get a little bit Magneto's story, a little bit Charles Xavier, and a little bit Mystique's, who's played by Jennifer Lawrence. And there are many good things about this. For one, I'm not a big fan of the picture of this film, and I'm not a big fan of the picture. I like the special effects and everything, but the picture, it was on and off. I didn't like the guy that played Beast or Jennifer Lawrence Mystique. I didn't like that. I just didn't enjoy their characters as much. I guess the beginning, but I didn't feel this is the main problem with me. If it wasn't, when these two actors are not on there, when Magneto or Charles Xavier is not on the screen, it just feels so. It doesn't feel as great as it should be. Yes, Beast and Mystique are in this one. So we get uh, Cyclops' brother, which they don't acknowledge. And the thing is, though, this is really just the beginning for all these characters, and I just really, really, really want me to enjoy this film a lot more, but I don't, because when these two are not on the front screen, it doesn't feel that great of a superhero film. When these two are together, it's one of the best X-Men films of all time. But if these two just focus more on their relationship more, and when I say more relationship, I know what you mean. They had plenty of time together with their stories, but I still wanted them more. But still, out of a 10, I give this film a 9 out of 10. Really takes the aspect of who Magneto's character is and why he will always be against Charles Xavier, and why Charles Xavier will always be against Michael Fassbender's Magneto. So yeah, number 4 on the list. It's a 9 out of 10. Okay, number 3, everyone. I know you're all gonna hate me for this. It's the Wolverine. Now here's the thing. This film grew on me so much. And why I choose this over X-Men First Class? Because it's only based on one character. And that is Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. While X-Men in First Class, you had to get to know all these other characters like Mystique, Beast, and some of the other First Class. This film never shies away from Hugh Jackman Wolverine, which is the best portrayal of Wolverine that we get. We get to see Wolverine as a loner. He's a runner. He's a lone samurai. He's a ronin. He is a protector. And this is what basically... This takes place right after The Last Stand. Him going through the trauma that he killed Jean Grey, and how he's not really trying to be the Wolverine anymore. He's technically a lost soul. He's very a lost soul in this one, and I really enjoyed this film. I love his relationship with the girl named Mariko in Japan. I like their relationship. I think it's a better love story than him and Jean Grey's relationship, honestly. I love Japan. I love the picture of this film. Yes, the Silver Samurai thing was kind of crappy, but the second act was amazing. It was the best part of this. And the third act, yes, it was kind of flawed. It wasn't as great as a fight, the Wolverine versus the Silver Samurai against Wolverine and Shingen. I like that fight scene better, but overall, I still enjoyed this film. I love this film. It really grew on me. It's a 9.2 out of 10. Just 2 points higher than X-Men First Class, because the final act was like, but it made sense. But yeah, the Wolverine, number 3 on my list. Sue me. Now, number 2 on my list, what could it be? Is it either X-Men 2 United or is X-Men Days of Future Past? And I debated myself with this for a long time, people, but I'm going to say X-Men Days of Future Past. Now, let me say this. This is a great superhero film for many reasons. It's a great X-Men film because, one, Bryan Singer returns. He takes everything from all the bad films and makes it great. Charles Xavier is back. The entire future is basically getting destroyed by the Sentinels, who's basically were created by Mystique's own blood and DNA. And here's the thing. There's so many great things about this. The past and the future of the X-Men. We get our old ones. Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier. James McAvoy as Charles Xavier. Ian McKellen and Michael Fassbender as Magneto. We get more into their backstory. I love Jennifer Lawrence Mystique in this. I think they did a great job with her character today. I like the guy that plays Beast. I enjoyed him. So yeah, they grew on me. The people who were not that great, who I thought they were okay in X-Men First Class, they sold me in this one. I grew to love them in this film. I love it's dark. This film is dark. It's the soul of the X-Men, and it really brings out the aspects of what these characters are to their races and what they'll always be against humans and mutants. And I really love this film. I got the Blu-ray Steelbook copy, and I love this entire film. For a time travel movie, you think it'll be crap, but no, they get this right great. And I can't wait for X-Men Apocalypse. There's so many things I can say about X-Men Days of Future Past that I love, but it's not my favorite. It's just not my favorite. So, out of a 10, I'm giving this film like a 9.6 out of 10. Love this film. And my number 1 film, X-Men film of all time, is X-Men 2 United. There's no question about it for me. X-Men 2 United had everything I ever wanted in an X-Men film. A little bit origins into Wolverine's past. We get Lady Deathstrike versus Wolverine. I thought it was awesome. William Stryker is such an underrated villain. I love him. The attack on the X-Men Mansion, Nightcrawler that attacks the White House, the sacrifice of Jean Grey, Um, what else can I say about this dang X-Men film? I love Storm the Nightcrawler's a little dialogue about how anger can sometimes help you survive and so can fate. I love that dialogue right there. I love many great things about this dang film. Especially love the end where their X-Men are in the room with the president and say, "We're here to stay, Mr. President. We'll be watching." And I love that. So X-Men 2 United, it will always be my favorite X-Men film of all time. So yeah. Out of 10, this is 9.8 out of 10. I love X-Men 2 United. It's one of my favorite films of all time. And I love X-Men 2 United. So yeah, number 1, baby. Alright, everyone, that's my top 7 X-Men films. Let me know what y'all think, everyone. I heard there's going to be a Wolverine 2 with Hugh Jackman. And God bless the man for continuing doing the roles. I always love Hugh Jackman. And all his roles, not just a Wolverine. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And X-Men Apocalypse, I'm going to look forward to that movie as well. So yeah, everyone, this is the JJ Movie TV Social Screen Reviews. This is the top 7 X-Men films. Let me know what y'all think, everyone. Alright, everyone, y'all have a good day. Signing off. Bye.